How's it going today there, Gotcha Gang? Kawaii50 here with another War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video. This one covering the king himself, Thunder God Cid. We are going to be looking over Thunder God Cid at length at the first in our unit focus series. We're going to be doing units from now on instead of banners. And we're going to go over all of TG Cid's best abilities to equip, his Trustmaster reward, and just why this knight is so highly sought after. So let's just go ahead and let's get into it. Thunder God Cid is, of course, an ultra rare lightning type damage dealing style character. He's got 3 different jobs available to him. The first is unique to him. It is the Sword Saint, a reference to his original class in Final Fantasy Tactics. He also comes equipped with 2 sub-jobs, really fitting of somebody who has completely mastered the blade. Both the Samurai and the Knight are available to him. Before we dive into TG Cid's abilities, let's go ahead and look at his Trustmaster reward, the Thunder God's Cape. Now, the Thunder God's Cape gives him 362 HP, 8 defense, and 5 agility. All of these pretty good, but it is the ability tied to the Thunder God's Cape that makes it so good. The Bolt Barrage bestows a barrier on TG Cid that reduces damage 3 times, not 3 turns. And it's times instead of turns that is the important differentiation here. This means that if TG Cid does not get attacked, if the enemy is focusing your tank, then he is going to retain that shield, usually all the way through the battle. And it gives him some much needed survivability, because the way we've got to build Cid for him to be really effective is not super focused on survivability. And let's go ahead and start diving into that now. Now, for Cid's ability set, you are going to want to keep his subcommand as the Sword Saint class, because look at these magnificent abilities you are giving up if you do not select Sword Saint for TG Cid. You're giving up Duskblade, you're giving up Crush Helm, you're giving up Hallowed Bolt, which I'm gonna be honest, I've used Hallowed Bolt at level 4 at length, and it's been dealing around 1500 damage to multiple enemies at once. And with that increased chance to silence, if you don't manage to kill whatever wizard you're fighting with Hallowed Bolt immediately, you are at least going to silence them, effectively taking them out of the fight completely and utterly. Now, for TG Cid's support setup, you can see I've got Thunder God set up here. Thunder God is a very important ability for Cid, and is his Keystone Ability. Raises his attack and lowers all attack resistances on Cid. This attack boost is so substantial, I kind of got to just show you what this level 5 Thunder God does. So if we take off level 5 Thunder God, his attack plummets to 388, but with a level 5 Thunder God equipped, he goes back up to a crazy 464. That attack boost is very significant. Now, for Cid's second ability, we are of course setting him up with Blade Soul. Blade Soul, of course, doing a lot of what Thunder God does, raises Cid's attack and evasion rate, but lowers his defense. Now, the defense reduction is alright. We are not looking for Cid to tank. That's more of something an Engelbert or a Mont is going to do. We are looking for Cid to run into the thick of the enemy and destroy them before they can do anything to our team. Now, as for Cid's reaction, I've got Third Eye equipped, but Third Eye is actually not what we're actually going to give Cid at the end of the day when we finally get him completely maxed out. What you're going to want to give Cid is Sword Guard from the Night Tree, which has a chance of reducing the damage that Cid takes upon taking damage. Of course, he does get that little boost in evasion from Blade Soul, but he sacrifices that defense as a result. To sort of compensate for that, we are going to give him Sword Guard and make it so he's able to just get a flat damage reduction, overall making it a lot easier for him to survive some terrible things, such as Mediana Cosmo Plumes. Cosmo Plumes, not fun, not great. Now, as for Cid's general equipment setup, since the Thunder God's Cape is an additional accessory, I am focusing on leveling up his swordplay as well as his armor, because we're going to be using those a lot. We can focus on the accessory later. Though you can always choose, once you've maxed the armor out, swap in an accessory, give yourself a little less effective focus on TG Cid in favor of leveling that up, so when you do get the Thunder God's Cape, you can use it at max effectiveness in that Trustmaster slot. Now, Cid's weapon here is a no-brainer, guys. I've given him the Excalibur. Excalibur at level 30, granting him 49 HP, 24 accuracy, 120 attack, 72 magic, which is inconsequential, and overall 9 crit. Of course, you can give him some other better swords when you start to forge them, but if you pull TG Cid, if you just slap an Excalibur in his hands, he is going to be putting out those big numbers that he is absolutely famous for. And that's all I got for you, gang. That is my quick look at TG Cid, what I think are the absolute best abilities, best setup you can give him to make him the overall Titan of the battlefield he deserves to be. This man put in work in Final Fantasy Tactics, and he deserves your respect in War of the Visions as well. Now go ahead and let me know down in the comments if maybe you have any other build ideas for TG Cid. Maybe you're arguing that TG Cid isn't actually that good, and I'm all for hearing an opposing opinion. So if you don't think TG Cid is that good, go ahead, let me know down in the comments as well. We can have a little nice, storied, lively debate about that. But anyways, this is Kawaii50 getting back into the thick of it because I've got to level my TG Cid to 65, and I will see you in our next unit breakdown.